Okay, so I'm gonna be reviewing Amanda Ashley's His Dark Embrace. I wanted to make my book reviews a lot shorter than the normal amount that I have because usually they're like 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna do it that long. I finished this book like 2 weeks ago, and I really didn't want to do a review on it, but I was like, I want to stick to once I read a book to just do a review on it. Okay, so my rating, 1 out of 5 stars. I would have to give it a 4. The main reason being is because the plot, the storyline was there. I like how everything developed from the beginning, and then it had that puzzle piece type ending. And I really like books like that, where it's like you got to pay attention to small little details or like slight hints to see how it all pieces together at the end. So I really like that. So the other thing that I really liked about it was, um, well, I kind of want to say the development of the main character Thorn, but it's like more pieces that I wish were there. But other than that, really cool character. You don't really know. Well, how can I put this? Like Skyland, the way her development was very quick and easy, straight to the point. So I think the most of the story was about Thorn. Like that's who it was centered around because he's the vampire versus the other two. They were just like side characters, even though it's a love story slash revenge type deal or what have you. So that was pretty cool. It's only two main things that I really didn't like at all. One being that they didn't really leave anywhere. Like, I like those books where it's like an adventure and I don't want to say less dialogue, but it's like adventure and dialogue kind of level each other out. And for me, they were only like at his house, her house, and they went to two other places, but it was like really small, or they weren't there very long. So I kind of just felt like I was reading a book where they were all in the same room constantly. So I guess that kind of is something that I personally didn't like. So if you're one of those people who background and like the setting of where they are is focused on like one specific area, then you'll like it. That's not a big deal, which is why I gave it a 4. Also, one of the other things was because he is a vampire and he moved into the neighborhood when she was little. I mean, the author tried to explain that away like it's not weird because he didn't think of her like that when she was younger. But then when she became a teenager, she had a crush on him, and the author was like throwing hints that he knew. Well, not throwing hints. He knew she had a crush on him, and apparently he didn't look at her that way. But then when she left to marry her husband, he just was thinking about, oh, her being out there with another guy, like this jealous lover type deal going on. And I'm like, you can't explain that away because in my mind, it may seem close minded, but they were she was a child. So I don't get that. I felt like she could have just left that whole, she had a crush on him and he had that jealousy love when she left to go move to a different city with her boyfriend. Like that could have been omitted. That to me it was a relative because all I read, you know how somebody can explain something to you and you only hear one thing from what the whole explanation was, and they're like, yeah, that's not the point, you didn't get it, and in your mind you're like, no, that's how you said it, that's how I took it. So for me it was like she knew it was weird to put it in the book, but then tried to explain the weirdness out of it, that didn't fly with me. She was a child, there's no way. No. So other than that, it was pretty good. I really really enjoyed it. um I, as far as recommending the book to read, like I said, if you can get, I would say yes. If you're one of those people who like those, the puzzle piece finally fits at the end type books, then this is definitely a good read for you. But if you're also one of those people who are like, well, I need the characters to be more developed, and I would like to, um, like the central isn't all about, oh well, the revenge, or oh, them falling in love, because it was the love was so rushed. I guess it was more hinting towards of, when I first saw you, I fell in love with you type deal. And majority of the supernatural paranormal romance books are like that, where it's love at first sight. And I get it, but I guess as I'm getting older, that really doesn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have some type of attraction, and then, oh, we're speaking more, we're dating more, and then boom, we're just so inseparable and we love each other, and now we finally get to tell each other and experience, stuff like that. Like, I like that, while having a a nice plot running in the background. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make it seem so boom, 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 it's over with. Like, honestly, that book could have been a short story, because I only got more interested in the book when they started talking about it was other characters in her uh supernatural world. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, read it. It's a good read if you like the puzzle piece ending. If you're one of those people where you have to have more dimension to a book, then no, I wouldn't recommend reading it. But hey, do what you want to do. Spend your coin. It's on Amazon. I'm I'm not one of those people who likes digital books, because I just feel like I need to turn pages. Like, I need that physical page turner. That adds to the experience for me, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much how I felt about the book. Again, I gave it a 4 stars, and I'm starting on a new book um, soon. I just don't know which one I want to do yet, because I need to go to the bookstore to go get me some different books, because I want to dive into other things. I want to dive into supernatural, but not like vampires, and where actually no, it's just the vampires. I feel like it's so many books out there about vampires that it's insane. So I want to honestly just get me into something else, like maybe fairies, werewolves, witches, warlocks, just another type deal. So if you have any supernatural other creatures to recommend, it could be Greek mythology, Roman mythology, it doesn't matter. Just anything else besides vampires, I would definitely read it. So anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on a book, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.